Well, no, I'm not sitting here for me. My life's going to be good no matter who the president is. I'm not sitting here worried about my life. I don't think you're going to, I think you were fine under Trump. I think you're going to be fine under Bush. I think you're going to be fine under Obama. I think you're going to be fine no matter who. So there's going to be a percentage of people, no matter who is president, they're going to be fine.
I take your point.
In today's video, sparks fly as Bill Maher goes head-to-head with Patrick Bet-David in a heated exchange that goes way beyond politics. From Biden's shaky presidency to Trump's controversial legacy, they dive into hot-button issues like climate change, population control, and elite agendas. Bet-David directly challenges Maher's liberal takes, calling out what he sees as radical ideas. The debate turns personal, clashing hard between Maher's cynical worldview and Bet-David's strong stance on faith, family, and the future.
Like, this is the problem we were having right now with Trump and Biden. Trump, of course, is even more demented and full of dementia. But they're around the same. But Biden wears it horribly. He shuffles and he looks fucking old as dirt.
You said Trump is more dementia than Biden?
Yes.
You didn't just say that. You said the
Trump. Oh, you like Trump more than Biden?
No.
I mean, you can't.
In the area of dementia, there's a lot of things you could say. Did you see what Trump said this weekend? Yeah, the whole thing about Nancy Pelosi and Nikki Haley.
Right.
And then he, somehow, some way, everybody from the media comes out and says, no, that wasn't Nikki Haley who shut down and controlled security. It was Nancy, Pelosi. But to say dementia between the two, I mean, like, look, Biden, you listen to 100 speeches, he can't even go through his speeches.
Yeah, this whole subject, I feel like, is kind of the red herring of the election. It never engages me that much because, like, I know who Biden is and I know who Trump is. We've both seen them a lot. And yeah, they're both not at their life's peak for them. And it's sort of baked in, and I don't think, does it really make me think that it's affecting how Biden makes decisions and runs the country? No, it's not. He doesn't look good running for president. He doesn't look good, publicly as president. That's not the important part of being president. The important part of being president is the decisions you make in small rooms where there aren't people around to look at you stutter, and where you're not as nervous, and where you don't have to make a speech. You can just listen to advisors and use your wisdom. That's the key part of being president.
You think he does that?
Biden, yes, absolutely.
You really believe he does that?
What do you mean you really believe? Like it's like a cannibal. Yes, people really believe it. Like half the country thinks he's done a pretty good job. Being fair, giving what you're dealt with as president and where we are. Really, what is so hard to believe? Excuse me, about I think Biden did a good job because the economy went in the toilet because we're losing a lot of our own troops overseas. No, things are fucking good.
You think things are good?
Oh, Jesus.
So, Bill, that's the part.
What are you worth?
What am I worth?
Yeah.
I was worth plenty before Biden. Biden didn't do the money.
Well, what are you worth now? Ballpark.
$1 million.
A few $100 million. Yeah. But you're bitching things aren't good.
I'm not bitching. I'm not.
You said things aren't good.
Well, no, I'm not sitting here for me. My life's going to be good no matter who the president is. I'm not sitting here worried about my life. I don't think you're going to, I think you were fine under Trump. I think you're going to be fine under Bush. I think you're going to be fine under Obama. I think you're going to be fine no matter who. So there's going to be a percentage of people, no matter who is president, they're going to be fine.
I take your point.
Yeah.
The rich always, yes.
I think those who bring value to the market and they have a niche, they're always going to do well. That's evergreen, right? But at the same time, when you...
This showdown between Maher and Bet-David draws a clear line in the sand. Maher defends the left with fire, standing by Biden's leadership and the Democrats' overall agenda. He claims Biden's still calling the shots behind the scenes, brushing off age concerns. But Bet-David isn't buying it. He blasts Biden for economic missteps and foreign blunders, arguing that real Americans are paying the price. To him, Maher's defense of Biden is pure denial of the daily reality people are facing.
The original, no, Biden's not done a bad job. Why do you think he has? What's so awful?
So when Trump was becoming 2016, when he was going to be president, everybody said World War III is going to get started. Do you trust him with the nuclear button? What if he starts this? What if he starts that? Everybody's like, oh my God, end of the world, war's come. Everybody was worried about it. This guy's going to be a dictator. That's all mainstream media ever talked about. Then he's president, 2.5 years. Nothing. COVID then happens, of course, things change. It was a surprise to everybody. Zero wars, zero issues, ISIS disappears, temperature for war is down, economy's doing well, everybody's happy. COVID happens, rather than choosing to, put the onus and the responsibility on China, what do? We put it on Trump. Trump's the enemy. Then America gets more and more and more divided. When 9/11 happened, we didn't say it's Bush's fault. We said except for Michael Moore. When 9/11 happened, we didn't say it's Bush's fault. 9/11 happened, we said the enemy's out, America united. So I think we had an opportunity to be united during COVID. I think we missed the mark by picking on that guy. And then it was, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, I'm supposed to hate you. And then there was division. Then Biden gets elected, and everyone's like, this guy's going to be the president of peace. Really? Yeah, okay, cool, let's see. He's going to be the one that's going to bring peace. Shambles with Afghanistan. Then you got Ukraine and Russia. Then you got Israel and Hamas.
Okay, I get it. You're on the red team. I don't have a team
So
like
it's not
that.
about the red team.
It really is, because it's so easy to pick apart Afghanistan. I feel like that's such a bullshit one. Yeah, did they stick the landing? No, they didn't. They did not stick the landing on Afghanistan. I'm not 1,000,000% sure that it would have gone differently. However they did it, whoever did it, but no, probably somebody could have done it in a more efficient way. What I know is he was the one who had the guts to do it, which needed to be done. Nobody else would rip off the Band-Aid. But just in general, these sort of
Trump was going to do it in May, and he was going to do it in a different way. So let me ask a question a different way with you.
Okay, but this rosy picture of Trump that you paint, again, I don't know why it has to be so red team, blue team. I'll give you that the worst things that could have happened under Trump did not. You're right. He did not nuke a hurricane as he once proposed or thought about. That alone should be scary enough that he considered it. There are good people around him. I'm glad there's good people around him who will convince him that you can't nuke a hurricane.
The Trump versus Biden debate takes center stage, and it gets intense. Maher comes in swinging, painting Trump as unstable and reckless, pointing to outrageous moments like the hurricane nuke idea. But Bet David hits back, crediting Trump with keeping America out of new wars and delivering a booming economy. He slams Biden's messy Afghanistan exit and inflation nightmare, saying those mistakes did more harm than Trump ever did. In his view, Trump was smeared by the media, but Biden's failures are playing out in real time.
I wish it was a different...
Do you like Newsom? How do you feel about Newsom?
Had him on my show Friday.
I saw that.
And I first of all, I love him. You just like a guy or you don't. I've known him for a long time. He's done my show for a long time. Do I love everything he does as the governor of California? No, I don't. I wouldn't say I'm undertaxed. I have issues with this state. He's got one reason I want him to run for president. Well, is because he's obviously a winner. This guy could fucking do it. It's insane that we have the guy, but we can't run him because we have to tiptoe around Biden and
define a winner.
Well, he would win the election.
Oh, so
he would win the election.
He's a talented debater, speaker, communicator, deflector,
and politician, and he's a smart guy. He's a smart, real guy with a pair of balls. Do I love everything? No, you never do with a politician. But first of all, I think if he ran for president, it'd be great because it would force him to move to the center. Now you're running not just in California. I mean, this is California. It's weirdo.
Are you a results-driven guy?
No, I like to think, watch things fall apart.
I mean, you wouldn't build a show that you build and win at the levels you won, for decades if you weren't results-driven, right? I mean, you're Bill Maher.
What do you mean? Well, what's the point about results?
Exactly where I'm going with you. So results-driven guy.
Right.
What areas has Newsom won in? You said he's a winner.
Winner of the election. He could win the election.
But based on what, though? Do you want results? Like, what has he done to California to say he's a winner? What?
Oh God, I don't know. It's too.
Bill, you're a smart
You know what?
guy.
He made it rain, okay, dude? It wasn't
I saw when
raining.
you said that. He said, great
It
job.
wasn't raining, and now it's raining. So he's got my vote.
Okay,
You know what?
respect. I mean, he
I don't know. I don't follow the news. It's a character
Bill,
I play
you
on
don't
television.
deflect.
It's
You're a
character.
very
of mine.
smart guy. You're a very smart guy.
It's a character. I actually live with my delicate wife Sue and our 8 homeschooled children. We just had twins, Sean and Hannity. Don't believe everything you see on TV.
So
there.
then what this does to me, this actually makes it easier for me to not even have to have this discussion and just move on to other things we can talk about, is you base your character on your candidate. You base your candidate based on being a good debater, deflecting, not necessarily results.
No, I don't.
If that's how you do it, then
Shut up.
Newsom is fantastic, Bill.
Stupid. You're better than this.
Really?
I hope so. I don't know. I'm just
So,
getting
when
it
I
out
asked
here,
you
but
a question,
I
I said-
told you are. I
said-
mean, it's a silly argument of a debater. You know, like I can't tell. I've been doing political commentary on television for 30 years. I think I can tell when a guy is just debating or whether make a calculated guess on how he's going to be actually as president. There's 2 different things: running and being the guy. Do I like it that Newsom is good at the running part? I do, because that means he can get elected. Do I also think that if he got elected, he would be a good president? I do. Generally moving the country in the right direction. I would like to take him back a little toward the middle, but
Based on what, Bill? Based on what?
well, California is just a kind of a crazy, can't do the taxes, the graft really is what is the. I was asking him about that. He says they're attacking it. The red tape, the graft, the fact that they can't build a fucking homeless home for less than $900,000. They couldn't complete a fucking high-speed rail. I'm going to say on my show Friday, it's going to be controversial, but Hamas, let them come over here and build our fucking tunnels because we cannot get it done.
Patrick Bet-David calls out the Democratic Party's broken promises, putting Biden and his policies under the microscope. He demands answers from Maher about the crumbling state of places like California's sky-high taxes, rising crime, and people fleeing in droves. Maher tries to defend Gavin Newsom, but Bet-David presses harder, asking, what exactly has Newsom fixed? The back and forth hits a nerve, revealing deep frustration with the party's direction. This debate isn't just talk, it's a call for real results, not more empty slogans. Got thoughts? Drop them in the comments, and thanks for watching.